Hello, everybody, and welcome to Trade with Precision free newsletter. My name is Tamar Mehr. Today, I want to take you through a couple of index markets that I really like the look of, and my favorite at the moment is actually the Hang Seng. So let's take a look here. So we've got a nice steady uptrend here on the mid time frame and on the higher time frame. We're not too overextended here on the daily, and if we'll just quickly switch into the weekly, we can see that the weekly has enough room to go until the next level of support and resistance in and around the 23,500, 600. So looking at the pullbacks into the buy zone and a move away. Beautiful uptrend here on the 8 hours, beautiful uptrend on the 4 hours, looking for a pullback into the buy zone, bullish candle and a move away. You can see that the indicators are also nicely converging to the upside. The next market that had a really sharp move to the upside is the China 300, and also quite similar is the China 50 as well. So let's take a look at this one, and you can see we had some really strong push here on the mid time frame. The price action is not as pretty as we had on the Hang Seng, it's not as steady buying momentum. We had a strong burst, but what we also had is a break above this strong level of support and resistance around the 3200. So you can see there's a couple of touches here in the past, and really this market has been stuck in a big range between that area around the 3000 and the 3200. So looking for pullbacks to release some of that buying pressure, looking for a pullback preferably into that breakout level and then a continuation higher. But if I get a nice pullback into the buy zone in those mid time frame, I'll be very happy with that opportunity as well. Next market on my list is the DAX, the German index. And let's take a look. And while we don't have a pretty uptrend all through and through over here, we were pretty much stuck in a range and in a very ugly, messy area. Currently, we are now building into new uptrend here on the daily. So we do have a confirmed uptrend. We also overextended a bit, and we have here a bearish rejection candle of the high. We had a really sharp move. I'm looking for a pullback, and in this case, I'm looking for a bit of a deeper pullback here in the context of those mid time frame. I'm really looking at a daily opportunity, and I would love a pullback into the area of the 10,500, really some of that buying pressure, and also coming back into these previous touches as well. So this is my plan on the DAX. If I get a bigger pullback, I'd like to get the opportunity of the daily on the Hang Seng, and on the China's market, I'd like to get the opportunity of the mid time frame. So really these trading strategies allow me to pick the best market that are trending right now, and also look at the better time frame for me to trade those markets. Lastly, let's have a look at a US index market. Let's have a look at the S&P. And what we've got here on the daily on the S&P is a clear uptrend. However, as the market made a higher high here on the price action, the momentum indicator starts to diverge. So they're actually making lower highs, which could indicate that this market is running out of momentum. Now, I want to jump straight into the monthly. And what we can spot on the monthly is we had a couple of really strong and bullish months, which each month breaking the high of this previous bullish candle. And this month already breaking the high of July, very bullish candle. So we are overextended, and we are coming into this round number around the 2200. Now, we are at all-time highs, and we don't have previous levels of support and resistance here on the chart, but round number do tend to play a part as psychological level of support and resistance. So I'm watching that level quite closely. If we'll take a quick look here on the mid time frame, we can see that we do have a nice uptrend on the 4 hours, and on the 8 hours we can see that we actually consolidated below this 2185 or thereabout area, and right now we're pulling back into that level. So if we'll see a rejection of that level with a nice bullish candle off it, I might look to take it as a continuation of this uptrend. What I don't necessarily like about this area is that as we had this really strong push higher, we completely rejected it on the next candle. So I'm watching to see that actually more buyers are coming in to this market and going to push the price higher, and to do that I need to have a look at the lower time frame to indicate for me that indeed the buying pressure is coming back into this market. So my plan for each of those index market is a little bit different. Now, if you want to know more about how we trade, how we assess those opportunities on those futures market, how do we decide which opportunity has a higher probability of reaching target, how do we choose between all those index market, you are welcome to join us on our next trading webinar. So what we're going to discuss in this webinar is basically how to trade futures with precision. So we're going to demystify the future market. We're going to understand the benefits of trading future markets over other markets, and also what are the popular future market to trade. We're also going to do a live scan on the market, looking for trading opportunities that are setting up at that time of the webinar. The webinar is going to run in two different time zones this week. The first one on Tuesday, the 16th of August at 7 p.m. London, which is also 2 p.m. New York. The second one is going to run on Wednesday, the 17th of August at 12 p.m. Sydney, 2 p.m. Auckland, and 10 p.m. in New York the previous day. Wishing you a fantastic trading week, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.